How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to another video. In today's video, honestly, I do not have a single clue what I'm going to be doing. So I have a list of stuff to tackle for the LS400 just to, I don't know, clean it up just a tiny bit. The guy left it quite dirty. But maintenance aside, I checked all the fluids. He was nice enough to do the oil and oil filter for me, so I didn't have to bother with the oil. I checked it and it was fine. I checked the trans, it was fine. Coolant, brake fluid, all those are fine. The only one that was not fine was power steering fluid. It was so low that it's not even on the dipstick, which could explain some power steering issues that I've been having. Hopefully it's not the pump, since I know these 1UZs are known for pumps, but that's first on my list is power steering fluid. That's about it actually for maintenance, for stuff I have to buy. The other stuff I wrote was brakes, but I have to check them. I don't have to actually buy them just yet. I'm not sure. I'm not used to driving such an old car, so it could just be the fact that the car's, you know, older. And then I don't know why I put this in maintenance, but I want to get those, whatchamacallit, like the vinyl flooring to make a hardwood trunk. I'm going to make it to match the wood that's in the car. So yeah, I have that for maintenance, but things to do, right now it's really just like clean the inside. I got to clean the carpets with a wet vac. I'm pretty sure I don't have my wet vac right now, so that will probably not be in this video. There's like these wood, there's these wood pieces like right here. This one seems to be, oh, never mind, it's not on. I was gonna say this one seems to be on, but they all seem to be falling off. So what I'm gonna do is get my hot glue gun in here and glue them all on. I pretty much have to do every door, I think, besides this one right there. So I have that. There's a light back here. Why can't I point that thing right there? That is like pushed out of the way, so I'm gonna fix that. I also have fixed stereo in all caps. This stereo is bad. Oh my god, I don't know what this guy did to it. It's an aftermarket stereo, as you can see. Oh my god, it's bad. It's really bad. I think he didn't use the like adapter that it comes with, so unfortunately I think he fucked up the adapter. So I'll have to look up like the map of all of this shit. Like half the radio stuff for like the antenna, there's a CD player in the back, all that shit doesn't work. So I have to fix that. There's also no bass. The speakers sound like aids, so I gotta fix that. But yeah, that's it. I mean, I say that like it's not that much, but it is a lot. So I think I'm gonna get started with the hot glue, so since that's the easiest. So without further ado, let's get started. So I think what I'm gonna start with is just the regular, you know, cleaning of the car. It definitely needs it. Obviously, like I said, I don't have the wet vac, so I can't do that right now, but I'm gonna just, you know, give it a good vacuum, wipe down all the surfaces, you know, that kind of thing. So yeah, obviously you guys know how to do that. I'm not gonna show you guys to do that. So time lapse. So that was a cool little montage, wasn't it? So now we have a clean interior, you know, cleaned all of this, cleaned all in the back. If you saw, I cleaned the seats twice. That was because I was using a polish instead of a wash. So you're just gonna have to excuse me, I'm really new with the leather cleaning stuff. So yeah, my brother is addicted to like audio electronics, and in here there's supposed to be a CD changer right here, but didn't work. I know it doesn't work the way the guy set up the radio, but he just had to take it out and it had a dent, so that's why you hear him smacking on in the background. But yeah, I think what I'm gonna do though is right here we have little hitch. I'm not going to be telling anything, and it is utterly useless to me, so I'm going to take this off. So like that. Got like 10 pounds of weight reduction. Dude, this guy gave it all the uggas and some duggas. These were the ones that were up on the sides. These ones weren't that bad. It's the ones that I did before. These ones, man, I was able to get one out with the socket here, but the other one, you know, my little arms can't do it. So, but yeah, check it out. One hitch lighter.
The next day.
Man, oh man, I have missed having a gas car for so long, but this is not one of those things. And the fact that it's like $6 a gallon. And I use premium. Alrighty guys, so I went and got steering fluid. It uses trans fluid. It says as long as it's Dextron 2 or 3, this is Dextron 2, it should be fine. And considering the fact that it's missing so much, I have a suspicion that there's a leak somewhere. So I'm not gonna go and buy the most expensive stuff. So I just got that and, you know, gas. So yeah. I completely forgot. I'm actually going to do the license plate as well. I got the new sticker and registration and everything. So yeah. Alrighty, so look at this. Here's our power steering fluid, and the engine is completely up to temp. And even with it being up to temp, you can see there's just a tiny bit on the end underneath the cold. So yeah, she definitely needs power steering. Oh man, perks of owning a beater car before this beater car. I already got funnels. Thank God though, this car takes power steering and not oil like my other one. I'd much rather take power steering over cracked block. Yeah, let her drink. I don't have a clue how much I'm supposed to put in, so I'm gonna stop right around here. Well, now it's full to the brim. I don't know if I was supposed to do that. Shit. Okay, so I got a straw. No, there's no way in hell I'm gonna be actually sucking this up with my own mouth, but I don't know. I figured I could do something like this. Put it in, cover it, and yeah, see, look at that. Where does this go? It goes there. All right, and that leads us to our next one, which is putting my new stickers on license plate. I'm just realizing now that this license plate covers up this 4 entirely. Will I change it? No. Gotta support my brands. Wow, I paid $40 for this damn thing. Alright. With that off, I'm going to be taking off these stickers. This guy put both of them on wrong, and I'm totally OCD with these things. So yeah, I'm going to scrape these off and put them back. Alrighty, so here we have it. Nice new stickers. I unfortunately, you know, it's sunburnt because they were underneath there for the longest time, but you know, nice new stickers. It's all clean, and I even whatchamacallit, spray painted the screws because they were all like rusty and gross looking, but now they're less rusty and gross looking, and they'll look better. I just hope running the screwdriver on it's not gonna take out the paint in the middle, you know what I mean? But yeah, let's get this on. Now, I don't know if this is going to be a mistake, but I have roughly 2 hours before I have to go to work, and I'm curious to see what the brake situation is. Obviously, I haven't driven, this is like the oldest car I've driven, so I don't quite know what they're supposed to feel like, but they didn't feel amazing. So I'm gonna take the wheel off and we're gonna see what's up. All right, so I've learned enough about taking off wheels to know that I'm not supposed to jack it up before I break the, the bolts at least loose. So that's what we're gonna do here, and then we're gonna lift it, all right? All right, so here we have it. Our wheel is off. These are our brakes. To be honest with you, they don't look that bad. Sorry, I'm way zoomed in here. I don't have a single clue what I'm looking at, so I can't really tell you. At least they're vented. It's vented, it's good, especially in the front. The brake shoe, which is right here. I don't know. I can't see very well because it's very bright outside, so I can't tell if the camera's seeing it. But right there is a brake shoe, and underneath this metal part that I'm pointing at, there's a shoe. It looks not bad. It looks like I could leave it. This explains some noise. This also explains some noise. But we don't have to worry about that. Luckily, I'm pretty sure this guy rolled my fenders for me. Maybe with a tire, maybe with a fender roller. Oh, wait, what is this? Are you supposed to be somewhere, sir? Do you go there? Where do you go? Oh, I think it goes down here. That's funny. All right, what are you? Oh, is this the sway bar? This is the sway bar. That explains why it feels weird. This guy just disconnected the sway bars and left it. Okay, I was like, there's no way a Tacoma lift fits in a Lexus just fine. It's gonna be some issues. Okay, let's see, what else do we have under here? Other than that, it seems not half bad in here. So besides this part, which is obviously very bad, the brakes seem okay. All right, I think just to be sure, I'm gonna take the back ones off too to check those ones. God forbid, you know, he did the front, not the back. So I think that's what I'm gonna do here. But luckily it's okay. And luckily he didn't like ugga-dugga the goddamn things off. As you can see, I could do them by hand. So yeah, let's do that. All right, I apologize. I had to go and put the front tire on really fast because the, whatchamacallit, why can't I remember? Jack, I think that's what it's called. You know, the thing you put it up with, the jack. Yeah, I think it's a jack, and then the other ones are called jack stands. The jack was making weird noises, and you know, didn't really want the car falling without a wheel on it. So I went and put the wheel back on really fast. But it's the same procedure exactly for the rear. You take them off, and then I'll show you how to put it back. I'll show you how to put a wheel on after this. All right, so it is just as I expected. Unfortunately, back brakes don't get as much love. So while the rotor is okay, the pads, in my opinion, are a little thin. I can't seem to get the camera in there, but in there's a pad somewhere. I apologize. If you can see right in here, you can see the metal part that I was pointing to earlier, and then if the camera's picking it up, there should be a pad underneath it, and the pads are pretty thin compared to the other ones up front. But overall, they're not bad, and I can leave it for later, which is what I want to know. So I'm going to do a time lapse of me putting this tire back on, but I want to explain beforehand in case anyone needs to know. This goes for all the tires. It doesn't have to be just the front or just the back. It's common practice that you put your tire on and you tighten your bolts in a star pattern. So first you would put all your bolts on all these lugs. And then when you go to tighten them down after you've snugged them all by hand, you would do here, and then it's a star pattern. So you'd go here, and then here, and then here, and last here. So basically you go opposites. Doesn't matter where you start as long as you're doing the opposite of each one. So, you know, that's just how I was taught. All right, so I got to mention that last little move I did there. What I did was, as you saw, I did them by hand, and then I tightened them in the star pattern. But then what I did was I actually lowered the car and double checked that they were tight, and tightened them a little bit more. Well, the reason I didn't just tighten them all the way after I put it on the floor after doing hand tight is just in case you didn't put one of them in all the way, then your wheel would be like bowed and there's weight underneath it. So I snugged them up the best I could by hand in the air, holding the tire like you saw it moving, so that it, would be straight where it is. And then I put it on the floor knowing it's not gonna be warped or, off or anything. And then I fully tightened them by hand. So when you tighten them by hand, you really just want them to be like pretty snug. You're not looking for any ugga-dugga, and you're not looking for, like regular snug. So like extra snug, if that makes sense. Alrighty, so that is gonna be it for this video. I just finished editing most of it, and I realized that it's a really long video, so I'm not going to be adding any of the extra stuff that I've done so far. In the next videos, I told you there's so much more stuff on my list. There's going to be bigger stuff, there's going to be more, fun stuff, cool stuff. I have a lot of stuff planned, so yeah, just stick around. If you made it to the end, congratulations. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.